Everything's falling. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've just basically lost 20% of my overall life savings in the span of a day or 2 weeks. I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. I told my grandma that she needs to get out of crypto, and I just forgot that she don't even own crypto. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell it now. I'm going to go get a job at Home Depot for the summer. I'm going to work at Home Depot. Maybe I'll sell plants. I like plants. Yeah, sure, I'll sell plants. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to make all my money back, and then I'll be totally fine. I'll never invest into crypto again, because at the end of the day, I'm just not built like this. Everyone, can we just take a second and chill out? Okay. Panic has begun. Blood is in the streets. But it's weird. Why am I smiling? Well, I'm excited. Personally speaking. And we'll go into that in a second here. But what I think we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to take a look at what's going on, right? We've seen Bitcoin absolutely getting beat up. We've seen Ethereum getting absolutely beat up. Cardano's getting beat up. I mean, we're seeing the cryptosphere just take an absolute shaking. We're just absolutely just shaking the snow globe right now. Okay? And so what we're seeing has been an unfortunate series of events that have led to a lot of people panicking, okay? One thing that I will say within the cryptosphere is that this time around, we have seen a lot more very emotional and a lot more green and a lot more very new investors than we have in the past. And I think that has contributed a lot to some of the major overreactions we have seen recently, but we'll get into that. So what started this whole thing was basically Elon Musk last week saying that Tesla would no longer be accepting Bitcoin as it was too bad for the environment, and that, as we can see here, they're not selling any, but they intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable energy. So I'm personally expecting, as well as a few of my peers, that we are going to see Tesla come out with some type of Bitcoin mining method or something like that that is going to be beneficial for them in order to then go forward to continue using Bitcoin. As we have seen, Elon Musk is at heart a true major fan of Bitcoin. Okay. Then later on, we did go ahead and see that somebody made this article basically saying that people were going to be mad whenever they saw in the next quarter that Tesla sold their Bitcoin, etc. Elon retweeted it and said, indeed, that freaked people out, thought everyone that Tesla was selling, and yada, yada, yada. Well, a little while later, again, Elon Musk then says, to clarify speculation, Tesla has not sold any Bitcoin, and we saw a bit of a rebound there, but of course didn't last very long. Now, what I do want to go ahead and say is this. If you base your long-term investments and what you do with your money for the long-term perspective off of Elon Musk tweeting, you need to take a step away from your computer. You need, or from watching YouTube or watching Twitter or watching whatever you're doing, and genuinely educate yourself on the fundamentals of investment, because I guarantee you, in no book written by the most successful investors to have ever lived does it say go scour through different social media sites, and if your favorite celebrity says that they're selling something, sell it. I guarantee it doesn't say that. And he didn't even say he was selling it, but he said something remotely negative, and we saw major sell-offs, right? If that is the case, just first and foremost, this isn't for you right now. You need to do some more research. I'm not a financial advisor. You can do what you want with your money, but my personal opinion is you are just way too in for the way wrong reasons, okay? But what I want to talk about is something more specific that we just saw, and that is going to be China cracking down on cryptocurrencies. It says Beijing on Tuesday banned financial institutions and payment companies from providing services related to cryptocurrency transactions. They would then went ahead and say cryptocurrency trading has been illegal in China since 2019 and in order to curb money laundering. But people are still able to trade in currencies like Bitcoin online, which has concerned Beijing. So they basically reiterated a ban that has already been there, and they just issued a warning. So trading it really isn't going to change that much. This ban doesn't really change that much. Now, the reason I say that is if we go ahead and we take a look, it has been banned since 2013. It says that there were 3 different institutions: the National Internet Finance Association of China, the China Banking Association, and the Payment and Clearing Association of China. The 3 entities published a note Tuesday confirming bans originally implemented in 2013 and 2017. So realistically, what we're seeing right now is a reiteration. This is nothing new. And so consider the fact that if we look at Bitcoin's chart, if we do go take a look back to 2013, let's go all the way back here. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. I figured it wouldn't. Okay. But if we do go ahead and we look at that, if we look at 2013 or 2017, what we saw whenever we did see this, did this banning from China is that, yeah, took a little bit of a dive here, but realistically, all the success we have seen from Bitcoin has come after these bans. These bans don't change anything. And that's one thing I'm trying to remind people. What we have seen Bitcoin do, it has done since it has already been banned in China. So them reiterating a ban in China does not hinder the future potential success of Bitcoin, as it has already seen so much success after a ban, right? Now, realistically, in a sense, yeah, it is unfortunate that China does not accept them. It is unfortunate that China doesn't take them on. It is unfortunate because they are such a large country, and the overall mass adoption of Bitcoin within the country would be absolutely phenomenal. And we could see a very rapid growth in volume for Bitcoin as it does expand out through, if not the biggest country on earth. But that's not the case, and it has not been the case, right? So fundamentally, nothing has changed with Bitcoin whatsoever at all. So now that we understand that this really isn't anything new, well, what can we do, right? We can't control what other people do, but what can we do? Again, not a financial advisor, just my opinion. Well, we can look at this as one of a few things. We can panic, look at this as the absolute end of the world, and that we all just want to never buy Bitcoin or crypto again. We'll sell it at a loss right now, and as I said before, go get a job at Home Depot, make our money back, and pretend it never happened. We could do that. Or we can look at this for what it is. If you truly believe in the long-term potential of Bitcoin, for just specifically Bitcoin, this applies to all other cryptos, but I'm talking about Bitcoin specifically. If you truly, genuinely believe in the long-term potential, not only of just Bitcoin itself, but the potential that cryptocurrencies have in the evolution of the world, then panicking right now makes no sense. Now, the reason I say that is let's talk about China. Well, no, let's talk about Tesla, okay? My investment into cryptocurrencies, my investment into Bitcoin specifically, is because I look at the cryptosphere and I look at cryptocurrencies as the future itself. I think that the fundamentals and the logic and the algorithms and all of these different sequential methods that build cryptos can be applied to many things on Earth. And I think the future is going to be revolved around those same fundamentals. I think outside of financials that it can be applied to many things such as insurance, such as overall data collection. All of these things can be decentralized in a method very similar to that of cryptocurrencies. So that's my idea. I think that whenever we talk about things such as Bitcoin being able to be applied to some of these third world countries that can even out their inflation. And we can see this truly put many different countries who have been in absolute poverty and just being absolutely just traumatized by their financial institutions can even out the playing field for them in a sense that they can actually have a savings one day. Right? We can see that they can actually, the value of their dollar isn't going to depreciate the moment they put it into a bank account, realistically, that they can't get it back out of. All of these things are very, very possible from cryptocurrencies. Now, if that's the case, if I'm right, I'm not right all the time, but the times I wasn't right, I should have been right. If that is the case, and that is the full truth of the overall major global impact that cryptocurrencies can have, who cares if Tesla says that they're just not accepting Bitcoin payments anymore? That is a molecule. That is a very minuscule molecule of the overall big picture. Bitcoin and crypto's end goal was not to be the primary currency or payment method of Tesla, right? That was not even the goal. That was maybe a piece, but that's not even the goal. So why is it that people are just completely getting out of that because of that? It's not that serious. Now, whenever we look and we see that companies like MicroStrategy are buying 229 Bitcoin for $10 million in cash right now, maybe we should take the hint. Because Warren Buffett said it perfectly, and I know the crypto world doesn't like Warren Buffett too much, but what he said makes a lot of sense. He says, if you told me that the market was going to go down 500 points next week, I would have bought those same businesses and stocks yesterday. Buffett told CNBC at the time that I don't know how to tell what the market is going to do. I do know how to pick out reasonable businesses to own over a long period of time. Now, I think those principles and those fundamentals can be applied to this very perfectly, especially for what I just said. Because can we control what this thing is going to do? No, we can't. You can't control what millions of people are going to do. I can't control what millions of people are going to do. No one really can, maybe except Elon Musk. And so when we see these dips, we have to understand that there is reasonings that we have invested into these that have not changed. My opinion that this can be revolutionary and change the world has not changed or diminished or even slightly wavered because of what we have seen over the last week. And so if that is the case, I can't control what this market's going to do, but I can pick out what cryptos or what businesses or what projects will do well over a long term based off of my research. It's all about your faith in your research, faith and confidence in your abilities as an investor. And if you don't have that yet, you're not ready to have real money in the market anyway. And so with that, that's why I look at this as a fantastic opportunity. We can see here on the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, that we are in oversold territory. Now, I kind of do just want to point out times that we have been in oversold territory just to show that I'm not going to tell you what to do. But had you bought in the times that we were in oversold territory here, boom, oversold territory here, boom, oversold territory here, boom, boom, boom. Had you bought in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dips, right? The last 5 times that we saw it here. Let's just go here. Let's go here. Let's go even here, up here. And then let's go here. Think about the growth that you would have seen over here from this one, the highest point. This thing is still up 369%, and that is only in a year, right? Or a year and a half. So if you truly believe in the long-term potential of something, a crypto, a company, a stock, selling it at a loss when you see a dip is, in my opinion, the absolute worst thing you can do. The second worst thing you can do is not do anything. That's just my personal opinion. The best thing that I have done, the best thing that has led me to see success in both the stock market and the crypto world is if I truly believe that something has potential, I buy it on its way down. Don't put all your money in at once. And I tell y'all all the time, don't do that. That's not a good idea. I'm not a financial advisor, but you just shouldn't do it. Putting all your money into something at one individual moment is not a good idea because you don't know what is going to happen. It could fly up and you got lucky, or we could see what we're seeing now where we start to see this thing fall. And then at that point, we have to figure out what to do. So on this fall, what I'm doing, is this the big bear market? I don't know. We see a lot more emotional. We see a lot more paper hand investors. And it could have triggered something that's similar to a bear market because so many of them were to get out. Do I think that's the case? Not really. But is it possible? Sure. But what my plan is to do is say if this is my average cost, which it's not, but say it was, why would I not look at this as a perfect opportunity? If I truly, genuinely believe that we're going to see this one day, even if it's like this, if I truly believe that we will see this thing grow, why would I just panic sell right here if this is what the future holds in my head? It doesn't make any sense. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to buy more, buy more, buy more, 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 more. I'm just going to keep doing it. Okay. I'm not going to put all my money in at once. I'm going to do that because dollar cost averaging on things that you truly do believe have long-term potential is the smartest thing to do in my opinion. And so with that, that's why I'm excited. The future, in my opinion, of Bitcoin is the moon, the sky, space. It's not even reached a tenth of the potential that it has for cryptocurrency itself. And if that is the case, I'm ecstatic that I get to buy some more at a good price. Even if it does fall to 20,000, 19,000, I get to buy more at a good price. And that's what makes me excited. So with that being said, overall, the point of this video is to just get everyone to understand that these things are going to happen and these things will continue to happen. We will see more falls like this in the future. It is what it is. But what I'm personally going to be doing is buying more because my genuine intuition, my faith, my gut, everything like that says that crypto has a space for the future. And with that, a dip because China said, hey, by the way, crypto's still banned. And Elon Musk saying, we're just not going to take Bitcoin for a little while. That doesn't hinder that. That doesn't change that. My faith hasn't wavered. And my confidence as an investor says that I'm going to buy this thing and buy this thing and buy this thing because whenever we see this thing finally break past it and we start to see the skies, I'll be very happy that I got to buy some at lower prices. So that's what I'll be doing. And I hope you guys did take some principle ideas out of this. Don't just, make all of your investment decisions based off these videos or the videos of any other YouTuber, as we are just human beings too, with ideas very similar and opinions and emotions just like you. But establish yourself and truly understand what you are capable of as an investor when you do research. Do that research, have faith in your research, have confidence in your research, and understand that these things happen. Okay, so that's going to be about it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Of course, if you did, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. I post on this channel 2 to 3 times every single day, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace.